can see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face.
Oh, I'm from Brooklyn.
Hey, guys, any...
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right. How you doing, folks? Captain Jack here. Get used to that because I'm going to try to make my intro a little bit shorter. I haven't had the chance to do that yet. I'm thinking maybe over the weekend if I have some time. I still got a lot of things I got going on, but I will attempt to do that. Again, if you are anywhere here, I got my Instagram folks over here. Hot Neil, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Hot Neil, thank you for being over here. I'm waving to you. I don't know if it shows up yet. If you are on Facebook, thank you for being here. If you're on Facebook, I can see some of the comments, but I can't see all of them. I will ask, if you can, please head on over to YouTube. If you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, you can watch me on my YouTube, which is Captain Jack Rackham, or you can go over to Northeast Streaming Sports' YouTube. If you're on Northeast Streaming Sports, you're on a great channel. Because I will say that my friends that I do the shows with, very, very great sports personalities. And so I'm very proud and happy to be a part of their network. Again, Northeast Streaming Sports with all of the personalities. We got Mac and Jack there, got Philly Sports Guy, got Sneaky G-Man, and also Keith Engel, my buddy, who hopefully I will be doing some projects with pretty soon. Again, you are watching on our channels. You're watching on, again, my channels with Facebook and YouTube and Instagram over here, Twitch and Twitter, and a couple of my Facebook channels. There you go, Northeast Streaming Sports on YouTube. Thank you there, Will. And Will Carley is watching from the Dominican Republic. He was over there on Instagram as well. So Willie is multitasking here. It is a Thursday night, and I appreciate everybody being here. I think I need to do that. I got to put the phone number up. So let me, or I should say, at least get the phone. Well, oh no, I already did do that. Okay, so yeah, it was over here. I didn't see it. It's Thursday. It is the You Don't Know Jack About Sports show, and I'm going to go a little bit personal right now. I tried doing this on Facebook, and I started, again, if you are watching, I love having anybody over here. I don't know who is here, but thank you for being here and watching. I'm going to update my YouTube as we see. And if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, throw me a like, or at least you're watching the show, which is nice. And I appreciate that as well. It's awesome. It's awesome having a platform to do things on, and that's why I'm here, because this is mental health and well-being. It's mental health and well-being, and I enjoy that. And I do. I enjoy that. I enjoy mental health and well-being, and the fact that you guys are here, guys and gals. I'm sorry. I'm not hung up on the pronoun thing. And I'm not going to get really I'm not going to get political. Trust me, that's a whole show. That's a whole show right there. But I'm not going to do it. It's Thursday. It is a playoff night here on TV. I was watching the basketball game, and it was entertaining for as entertaining as it was not. It is entertaining for as entertaining as it was not, and no, Matt, that's not a Chargers hat. That is not a Chargers hat. It is a Lightning hat. And Mike Gutzler, thank you for being here. Yeah, Matt, it's not a Chargers hat. Trust me, this is the only bolt you'll ever see out of me, and it's because I fully expect to have hear from Jimmy Farrell tonight, and Jimmy Farrell, the Islander guy. And congratulations are due to the New York Islanders for getting rid of two teams that I can't stand. They got rid of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and obviously as a Flyers fan, not liking the Penguins is kind of obvious. And I do have my Flyers hat here as well. But no, it's not a Chargers hat. It's not a Chargers hat, Matt. Thanks for the question. The Islanders got rid of Chris Lenz. Thank you for being here over on Instagram. Chris, come on over to YouTube. I always see Chris on Facebook. Do you not like YouTube, Chris? I've never seen Chris Lenz on YouTube. Personal preference, maybe. But what's I babbling about? Oh, hate the Penguins, hate the Bruins, and let me actually refine that: hate, abhor, loathe, and despise Boston teams. And for the most part, aside from onesies and twosies, their fans are horrible too. Now, I will say that Xavier, who does watch this show every now and again, it's good hearing from him because, again, he's level-headed. He's not the obnoxious, normal in air quotes, fans of Boston that you see. Because I tell you, as a fan of the Rays, obviously I'm a Phillies fan, but when I go to Rays games and you have Yankee fans come here, and you have Red Sox fans coming over here. Hey, Homer, thank you for being here. You see that little S with Homer on there. That means he's a member of the Galleon. And yeah, I'm going to do a rant in a minute, Homer. I'm working up to it because Matt was talking about the Chargers. Hey, Texas Raiderette, thank you for being here. Texas Raider, if you can, please head on over to YouTube. It's Captain Jack Rackham on YouTube. I'm easy to find. And I can't stand Boston and their fans for the most part. But that's not even what I wanted to rant about. I will want to rant about a-holes. And notice that I am holding my tongue. The reason why I'm holding my tongue is because we are in a Northeast Streaming Sports Network, and I respect the fact that my boss says you can't swear, you can't cuss. So please remember that when you come into the show as well. Can't swear, can't cuss. Okay. I can get my point across without swearing and cussing. It's hard, or I should say it can be done. It can be done. And Jason D, see, And this is what I was talking about with and no, this Jason Dean Hunter is not an a-hole. That was a wrong segue. That wrong from where I was going with that. Wrong from where I was going with that. Jason Dean Hunter is not an a-hole, but he is the, what is the word I'm looking for? He is the aberration. Okay, well, he says he hates. Okay, so at times Jason Dean Hunter can be an a-hole. Not to me, or for what I've seen. And I'm going to try to do this without getting upset, because I was very upset earlier, and I had, and you guys know I have heart problems. I have heart issues, and being upset is not good for me. I have a stressful job. Hey, and the Avalanche are up 1-0. My goodness, it not even 40 seconds, or maybe 43 seconds in the game. Got to have been the first shot on goal. Giveaway, nice passing, and just beat Marc-Andre Fleury. It was a hell of a shot. Great shot. So the Lance are up 1-0. Now, if VGK wins tonight, series is done, and they go on to play the Habs. Great shot. A-holes. I was so stressed today, and I started doing it on on Facebook, and I didn't get a chance to finish. And when I get stressed, I have heart palpitations. That's why I'm trying not to get upset. But things piss me the F off. They piss me the freak off. Because again, I have a stressful job, and I do the videos. I do this for fun, but it's kind of a stressful thing. I only know I don't God, I need to get my Yiddish swear words up, Mike. I just know how to say like one term in Yiddish, which is not pleasant for it's not pleasant for folks of color, and that's the only one I know. So and the Knights come back with a goal. Who was that? Wow, big time action. I don't know who scored the goal, but 1-1, and it's 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the game, and it's one. Boy, this is gonna be a great game. Gonna be a great game. Who was that? Okay, it was shot on goal, and it was off a stick, so it was deflected. Golden. Oh, it took a weird. It was deflected. It was a shot on goal, deflected by a stick. 5-hole. So it's 1-0. 1-1. Great. I mean, wow. Minute 15 in, and it's 1-1. That's fantastic. Real Raider Puppet, how you doing there, Real Raider Puppet? Good to see you over here on Instagram. Thank you for joining me. Head on over to YouTube. This way I can keep track of comments. It's easier. Because I was talking about stress and a-holes. And again, I haven't sworn yet. 9:13 in North Carolina. Been at work yet. Well, Jeff, I'm glad you're here. Home peaceful of a fiance. Fiance asked if I was going to cook. I said, I'm tired. And I went, salad, I'm doing something. Well, Jeff, having a fiance is stressful. Being married is stressful. But it's all in what you want to. Oh, you're watching the game. Okay, Puppet. Well, yeah, it's 1-1. We're watching the game too. I am as well. So you can watch the game and you can listen, and thank you for being here as well. Raider Puppet is on Instagram, so at least I know he's watching. That's awesome. And in between periods, I'll pop over to the Bucks Nets game, which was a blowout in the first quarter, and then it got like within like a couple points in the second. So they were like Was it 5 points at the half? Something like that. It was real close. Again, back to a-holes. I got enough things in my life, stress, without having to deal with my brother, who is, he's another a-hole. And he has issues. He has issues. But what pisses me off, this is my rant. Thanks, John Gruden. Appreciate that. Why is it that people have attitudes when they consider themselves being in a position of authority? It's kind of like, South Park. Raider Goon, thank you for being here, Raider Goon. If you can, head on over to YouTube so I can watch your comments. If you are in a position of authority, and I got this schmuck who's a security guard at the hospital. And I am a security guard, not that I do for a living, but I have the license. So I can do it as a extra. If I wanted to have an extra job, I have my license. And I keep my license each year. Actually, every 2 years, I pay for it. And if I wanted to go the extra route, I can be armed. Jeff, I don't know what to tell you about that one. That's your boat, brother. That's your boat. As you can see, I'm tired too. I do my work and I come here and I don't have the time to go over and screw around at the hospital. Without getting hopefully too much into it, I have an issue trying to take care of my a-hole brother who's in a situation that I don't like, or actually, and he hates it worse because he's locked up. He's locked up. But I'm trying to get him into a situation where it's for his benefit and safety. And the hospital, for over a week now, disconnects what his discharge needs to be. And they don't give the proper stuff, for lack of better terms, so that he can be discharged correctly. And I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting, as well as the other facility is waiting and waiting and waiting. And I don't want to deal with it. I got enough freaking fecal matter to deal with. So I go over to the hospital and I'm a little animated. And the other security guard, who I gave my card to, said he's a sports fan, said he's going to watch the show. Well, that's cool if he watches the show. I don't know what security guards make on this job. Don't know. Maybe 15 an hour, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he makes. But I know he plays Cartman. Respect my authority. Wow, that looked like a goal. I guess it must have hit the post. And this mugger freaker, let me say that again so you guys know I didn't swear, mugger freaker, gives me tune because I'm upset having to go to the hospital and deal with their crap. Because the security guard downstairs called up and say, hey, this guy's hot. This guy's hot. not looking upset. And he thinks that I'm going to be a hindrance to the nurses and the doctors. And Mr. Attitude, Johnny Big Shot, comes at me with a tude. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm pissed off. Don't come at me with a tude. Mike DeSanta, thank you for being here. Hello to you. And he comes like, I'm, and he's bowing up on me. I know what bowing up is because I used to bounce. You guys might not believe this, but I used to bounce. I used to have all of this that was down here used to be up here. All of this used to be up here. I was a good-looking mugger freaker. When I was in shape. Younger. Bowing up on me. Giving me two. I don't need that crap. Especially when I'm trying to get things done. I don't need a-holes bowing up on me. Which is why I'm kind of going on a rant. So if you are and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, $15 an hour security officer, Trevor Phillips, I'm here, Trevor. Thank you. Vato Al, thank you for being over on Instagram. Please head on over to YouTube. You are a $15 an hour mugger freaker. I'm not swearing. Bowing up on me with a tude saying that you're going to have me removed because I am a detriment and I am making threats at the staff. How the heck can I make threats at the staff when I just came upstairs? That's why I'm pissed off. That's why I'm pissed off. So, Mr. Johnny Bad Arse. Hi, Facebook user. I think that might be. Is that Veronica? Thank you. If it's Veronica, I don't see your name, honey. I'm thinking it might be you. It says Facebook user. Thank you, Veronica. Johnny, what am I watching? Carl, I'm watching the hockey game right now. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. And it was 1 minute into the game, and it was 1-1. That's what I'm watching. Between periods, I go over to the basketball game. Mr. Zool, how you doing? What's popping over here? How you doing? Salute from Miami, Tommy Vercetti. Is it Vercetti? Tommy Vercetti. That's an Italian name. Salute from Miami to you as well. So anyway, that's what I'm ranting about. If you are a $15 an hour mugger freaker, Johnny Bad Tookus, bowing up on me, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you. Johnny Bad Arse. Mr. Bow Up. And if I did have anger issues, which I do sometimes, I would have thrown on him. But I also know that this guy's younger than me, and he probably would have taken me into custody, and then I would have been out of the hospital, and then I would have had to deal with real cops. And I don't want to deal with real cops. Hellhound Reaper, thank you for being in here. Come on over to YouTube, Hellhound. You can watch me do my rant over here. So I'm asking you, everybody that's out here, all the folks that are on Twitch, Mr. Zool, or is it Zyul? Mr. Zyle, Zuli. Kind of like the old, was it the Ghostbusters? Zuli. How do you deal when you have enough things going on in your life? How do you deal with a-holes? And I'm trying not to deal with a-holes because, again, I got a bad ticker, and it literally my heart was pumping. I don't have time in my life to deal with a-holes. So how do you deal with a-holes? So that's my start tonight. How do you deal with a-holes? For the folks that tell me I need to take a chill pill and take some Xanax or Zeul. Thank you there, sir. Zeul. I'll try to remember that. Thank you for letting me know, sir. And thank you for being here, sir. Mr. Zeul. I like Zuli though because it likes then I can do like my Ghostbusters thing. Zuli. I'll try to call your name the correct, sir. I will try to call it. Carl Johnson must have seen some of my shows because he knows that that is a swear word. So he moves the words. I like that, Carl. Thank you, because then I don't have to say his name. I'm a pacifist, so I usually try to avoid conflict and deal with them via tea drinking. Thank you, Mr. Zeul. I always like the line like in what was it? The baseball movie, Field of Dreams. and James Earl Jones is about ready to, he has Kevin Costner up like this, and he's like, and then Costner remembers, "You're a pacifist," and he's like, "Oh, yes, I am." If I was drinking tea, I would have to drink a lot of ginger tea, and I people say I should get some like was it like the cannabis? I've never had cannabis. Honestly, that's not a joke. I've never had cannabis. I don't smoke. I rarely drink. And maybe that's one of the reasons why it's hard for me to relax, because I don't have, people get schnocked. They drink, or they get blazed. And I don't do that. So maybe that's why I'm asking, minus some really good chronic. I think it's called chronic, right? Chronic. Okay, Mr. Zeal. So he's a tea drinker. Cool for you. Thank you there, sir. Thank you for being here. If Mr. Zeal, if you can, please follow me. I'm trying to get my followers up on Twitch as well. Because when I get 50, then I will try to. I think I have to have like 3 people actually watch me all the time, like an average of 3 people. That'll take a while. And I just found out on Twitter, that you can actually give tips on Twitter now too. I'm like, wow, cool. Because I know I have that on YouTube. And let me get back to that. So again, I have enough stress in my life. I need to do things that are. This honestly is a happy stress. I like doing this. This is like my happy place, that I can talk sports and I can talk with people. This is supposed to be like a positive thing for me, which is why I do this, because I get a chance to talk with you and interaction. I couldn't tell that I'm a talker. Yeah, I'm a talker, but I talk sports and I like to have that interpersonal reaction with people. So we'll do that here. In fact, let's make sure we do the banners here. Did I copy that right? Okay, hang on. I'm going to copy this. Going to edit this. So if you want to come into the show tonight, I think that's right. This ain't that. So if you want to come into the show tonight, let's do that. Why is that not working? Okay, there it is. If you want to come into the show, please do. You can call in. Gabe, no, you didn't miss the link yet. Gabe, I'm pushing that right now. If you want to come into the show, I just posted the link. The link is up. You didn't miss the link, Gabe. Sir, I'm going to be honest. I know nothing about sports, but clicked on the thumbnail because it looked like a conspiracy theory politics stream. We can, I can do that as well. I do enjoy your chill attitude. We'll follow and try to be a viewer. Thank you there, Mr. Zeal. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do. I'd love to do politics, but it's something that it's out of my. I tell you what, Mr. Zeal, maybe I will do something just on Twitch, and we'll talk politics because that is a heavy subject. But thank you for that. I'm a sports guy. But thank you for being here, sir. And I appreciate you being a pacifist and talking to me and saying that, saying for me to chill. I appreciate that, sir. And again, I need to do that more often. But thank you for being here, Mr. Zeul. I'm gonna call you Zuli. If you come back on again, I'm gonna try to remember. But it's Zuli, you card you. I love that. I love that. Carl, Carly, this is the other thing. We can talk about things like we can talk about movies. Space Jam. I haven't seen the new Space Jam movie yet, but you really can't change. I think it's because you guys know I don't like LeBron. Hi, Ivan Sosa. Thank you for being here. Am I going to go to the Sneaky G podcast? Maybe later. Maybe later, Ivan. Hollywood's here as well. Again, if you want to be in the show tonight, and Gabe, otherwise known as the New York Sports Teen, I think it's New York Sports Teen, right? There you go. See, I'm getting. He's waving his head. He's nodding his head. We're gonna have Gabe on the show, and like I said, I got a lot of Giants fans that pop into the show as well. And he's decked out, boy. Let me see. I can see the Giants hat. I know he's wearing a jersey. You wearing a jersey, right? Yeah, he is. He's wearing a Saquon Barkley jersey. So I'm wearing the right colors, but my blue is different. It's lightning blue. But we're going to bring on Gabe, the New York Sports Team, right now. It's good to have him on the show. And Hollywood, thank you for being here as well. Gabe, how you doing tonight? I got Mr. Zeul on the show from Twitch. And he thought I was going to do politics. I'd love to do politics, but I would lose a lot of viewers. Because whatever you say in politics, half the people are going to like it, and the other half are going to hate it, and there's no middle ground. So that's why you don't talk. That's why you don't talk politics if you can help it. You don't talk politics. You might be able to slide some religion, but you shouldn't go high on religion. But politics and religion are bad stuff. Yeah. As far as talking about it. And Hollywood, get with me, Hollywood. I got some money for you. Because Hollywood and I are going to be going to the Thanksgiving game today. And I'm gonna try to be on Sneaky G show later on today as well, because people are. Yeah, I know. Ivan asked me, and I know you asked me. Man, I'll try to come over because I need something positive. If you go over to Sneaky G and you're there before I do, tell Sneaky said, hey, if you can get Captain on quick because I need something positive to make me feel positive to chill me out.
Yeah, I'm backstage right now, so I'll be insane.
Okay.
On his show on my computer, I'm backstage.
Okay, cool. So if you go on, tell him, said, hey, I'll sneak over later on, but I can't stay long later. Gabe, how you doing tonight? What's going on in New York Giants land? What are we talking about tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Kadarius Toney is getting a lot of minor injuries in practice. Like in and out. He'll be in and out of practice with injuries, and it's making me nervous. It really is. It's making me nervous.
Well, as a Gator, this is really the first time that I can remember that he's had issues with injuries that have kept him out of practices. I know that there was some issues a couple years ago where he was on the suspended list for his personal activities, but I don't remember, and I could be wrong, but I don't remember him being out for physical ailments as a Gator. So hopefully it's just, he came in too hard and he wasn't fully stretched and things like that. But I will tell you this, Gabe, if you give him the opportunity, he's going to be a fantastic deep threat and just a stalwart player for the Giants. Yeah. And I'm going to show you this, Gabe, because I wanted to show you. Matt Marino says that the Raiders are going to beat you.
Okay, you know what? Sneaky taught me this, so I'm gonna go. Okay, all right. Give me who Daniel Jones' #1 wide receiver was last year. Please put it in the comments, please.
I don't know who his #1 wide receiver is. I don't think he really had.
That's because he didn't have one. He didn't have one.
Okay.
He didn't have one. So now that he has Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, and Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton on top of that, we will be good.
Yeah, and again, Mr. Zeal, thank you for being in here. This is how I interact. I'm very upfront and open. I try to be positive, and I appreciate you being on here, sir. And as a pacifist tea drinker, and I say that positively because he says he's not upset. And the Knights are up 2-1 now. Remember, if the Knights win tonight, they go on and play the Canadiens. Mr. Zeal, thank you for being here as well, and kind regards to you as well. And here, I'll tell you what. And this is for you, Gabe. Okay, Danny Dimes. Okay,
Danny Dimes does not have a bad track record of injuries. Okay, last year, yeah, I get it. He was out for 2 games. 1 game.
He was out for good. Hey, Power Raiders over here and Graphics over here. Thank you for being over here, gentlemen. Appreciate you being on Instagram. I am over here on the other. I'm watching over here and going back and forth. Thank you for being here. My brother Graphic as well, and Dwayne T is also over here. And I'm gonna say this. Let's show this. Well, see now your injury issues is with the guy you got on wearing your jersey. And
okay.
Saquon, and again, I like Saquon Barkley because he's a Penn State guy. Okay,
I love Penn State. I adore Penn State. Yeah, Penn State. I live in Pennsylvania, so Penn State's basically my life. But Saquon, he needs to get off his injury thing. He never really got injured at Penn State, but he was actually pretty good. But then he came in the NFL. He had the sprained ankle 2 years ago, and then he got his torn ACL last year. So he needs to. I have faith in our training staff and our training staff. I have faith in them that he'll be good. He might not play week 1 though. I wouldn't. I don't think he'll play week 1.
Well, see, here's the thing I like about the Giants is that they have unless they got rid of him, the kid from Clemson that was his backup. Okay.
Oh, Wayne Gallman?
Yeah, Wayne Gallman.
He's not there anymore.
Because Wayne Gallman was a godsend for the Giants because he was such a great player for Clemson and he did so many good things for the Giants. And he's actually a local product because I saw his relatives when I was working at the sports store down here. Great attitude.
Oh, yeah, he's a great kid. Great guy.
And where did he end up going to?
He's with the 49ers now.
Ah, okay.
So he's going to have to beat out Trey Sermon in training camp.
Okay.
For the running back, too.
So they got let me see. The 49ers, they have the kid that gets injured a lot at running back.
Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, Raheem
Yeah,
Mostert.
Raheem Mostert, Trey Sermon, and I feel like there's one more guy. And Wayne Gallman, of course. And then there's one more guy. I forget who his name is.
That's a crowded backfield out in San
Yeah. And that's just the big names I'm reciting.
Yeah, and that's not even considering that they probably have like free agents and other things like that. Dwayne T says,
what about Brendan Ayuk? Is he?
Brendan Ayuk?
Oh no,
okay.
He's a wide receiver.
Right, I was going to say he's a wideout. And Dwayne T, thank you for that. Remember, if you get $5 via the Super Chat or Super Sticker, you get an entry into the Captain Jack Treasure Chest of prizes. And I got more things. And I will say this as well. I am not selling, or I'm not doing the raffle anymore for the tickets for the first game. I had them up for a month. Where I said you can give $25 for a raffle entry for the first 2 tickets for the Monday night game. $25, minimum 300 entries. I had 2 people. 2. That's it. 2 people. And you know what? I don't have time to waste. This is that stress thing. I don't have time to waste. So I'm not doing it. I'm gonna refund the money to the 2 people that sent me their money. Thank you for the send. If somebody wants to, and yeah, Jared, you can call in. You can. I was gonna say, Gabe, you want to talk to Jared because Jared is also he's from Pittsburgh, but he's a Penn State guy, and he loves sports, so he definitely wants to talk with you. So yeah, call in, man. Call in, and we'll hear from Jared to get the Pittsburgh report in a minute. But again, losing Gallman's going to hurt. Who did the Giants have as their backup running back? That's what I want.
So actually, a pass Raider. Shoot.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, and he's going to be one second. Okay. Jared is here. Jared, you're on the line with Gabe, my brother, Giant fan. And Gabe, remember, Gabe, don't forget about telling Sneaky G to kind of get me on early if you can. Jared, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Good, Cap. What's going on, Gabe? Yeah, I'm a Penn Stater at heart. I've been a Penn Stater since the first year of the Big Ten. I go back 25 years with Joe Pond Company. Believe me, I'm ready to see another good season. Hopefully, Mr. Franklin and Penn State, they got a good class coming in, and I'm ready to see what they're going to do right out of the gate. They got a big challenge to start the season. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do.
You know what my dad calls Coach Franklin? He says all hat and no cattle. That's what he calls Coach Franklin.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. It's going to be interesting now. I mean, you think about, I got to ask you and Cap this, before I get into the Penn State discussion, what do you think about this new format? They're going to a 12-team format, how the college football playoff. I got to ask you guys that question.
I think it's a decent idea. I don't think it's necessary, but what are you gonna do about it? I mean, I think it's actually a pretty good idea, but other people have other opinions. I don't know what your opinion is on it though.
Well, he's gonna ask me, Jared. I'm all for it. So the national championship is gonna now be a 12-team run.
Yes, it's going to be a 12-team run right now. Yes, good. That's correct. Yeah.
Well, that's the way it should have been for a while. They needed to expand it because they only had, they limited it, and they needed to expand it. And 12 is a good number because 12 to 6. Obviously, they're going to have to do something with the because somebody's going to eventually going to have a bye, right? Yeah.
Or you're going to have to get your bye early in the year or sometime later in the year, depending on when because you can start right in conference play. In case in point, looking at Penn State's schedule right out of the gate, I mean, they have Wisconsin to start the season right off the get-go. Then they have an easy game with Ball State. Then they play a tricky game with Auburn. And, of course, they don't start Big Ten play until the first week of October. I'm looking at their schedule right now for the coming year. I mean, you're playing Michigan at Beaver Stadium. You should win that game. You always struggle with the horseshoe. And even though Ohio State's down, everyone says that they're going to be a real team again this year. You go to Iowa City. You always seem to win there for some reason. And Iowa always seems to play a tough here. Indiana, I mean, they're going to want payback on Indiana after last year's heartbreaker by 1 point, however. And then they go to Michigan State. But looking at this schedule, how I'm thinking with the format, possibly if Clifford stays healthy, their quarterback, 9-3 is not out of the question with this team.
Yeah, Booker. That's who I was talking about, Captain Devontae Booker.
A great running back. He wanted a
He's
little
our
bit,
running back too.
Yeah, and that's a good pickup. I forgot that he I know he left us, and we picked up obviously Kenyon Drake, who's I think it's gonna be better, obviously, but Booker is going to be a really dynamic person for you guys. By the way, I have WTF behind stage as well.
Oh, bring WTF in. Bring WTF in. I know.
I'm gonna do that as well. Jared, eventually when you're off the phone, I'm gonna bring WTF in here with my boy, because they're talking the NFC least. And yes, I said that correctly.
Captain,
I'm guilty of saying it too. Don't worry, you're not the only one not doing it. But let me ask you guys this. I mean, looking at one of the big stories of the day, besides the college football, well, this is kind of a little bit of a heartbreaker, though. What do you guys make of this whole story, however, with both Schembechler? What's going on there?
I didn't know. I saw something in a Raider chat room about Michigan athletes, and I didn't click on it because I didn't have time. Jared, quickly, what's going on with athletics?
Well, apparently, according to UM Athletics, how it says that two former football players that they spared from assault. Their Bo Schembechler had addressed complaints about the former team doctor made by Bo's son Matt. It says both players said they tried to warn Bo about the abusive treatment of the doctor, however, and they were ignored. According to reports, Dan Kwiatkowski and Giovanni Johnson, of course, joined Max Schembechler on Thursday at a news conference today in Ann Arbor to share their stories. Both men said they previously talked to investigators about being somewhat attacked by the doctor, however, while they were on the football team, but publicly revealed their identities for the first time this week and said the following. If Bo had stopped Anderson before 1982, I would not have been victimized at all. This is very troubling, to say the least.
Okay, and that's upsetting because I really do like Bo.
Yeah, and I've always respected Bo for years. I mean, I'm going back, like when I was in grade school, however, when I was in 5th and 6th grade, when Bo was still coaching at the time, before Moeller moved in, and then eventually Carr took over the job after that. But yeah, this is something that, I mean, we've seen happen at Penn State before. Of course, going back to the Paterno thing, however, but now you have this at a higher institution like Michigan. You never thought a school like Michigan would be in the news like this, and this is very troubling. This is very, very troubling.
It is, and you know, Jared, I appreciate you. I always appreciate your input because there's only so much time in the day that I can. And again, folks, if you don't know, when I go to work, I am like 8 or 9 hours away from an unclassified computer. So I can't keep up on sports as much as I could. So a lot of times it's a bit of a grunge for me to try to know what's going on. And again, I had to deal with Mickey Mouse BS, which I did my earlier rant on with the hospital and Johnny Bad Arse. You know, so I don't know if you caught that, but again, and I appreciate Mr. Ziul, who was over here from Twitch, but yeah, I got enough. I don't have enough time in the whole thing to worry about Mickey Mouse stuff. So again, Jared, thank you for that input, brother. I do appreciate you being here.
Captain, I got
no problem. Gabe, you take care of yourself and give WTF my best there, Cap. And you guys have a good show, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, thanks again, Jared. You take care, brother.
See ya.
All right, that was the Pittsburgh report with Jared. I'm going to bring in another gentleman that, and I'm going to move myself in the middle. I think I'm going to do, yeah. I'm going in the middle. The reason why I'm going in the middle is I got to separate you guys. I got to separate you guys. I was going to say, you got one corner over here, and you got one corner over here. I mean, if you knock each other, you got to go to a neutral corner. I'm gonna play the referee on this fight. But I tell you what, the one thing I do like about all of you guys is that you're very knowledgeable. You're also very respectful. And I definitely, when I saw WTF over here with Gabe, I said I got to get him on at the same time as well. So And WTF, you don't have Jared on your call for the first time in forever. So Gabe got it tonight. So yeah, because Gabe normally WTF is calling or on the show, and Jared calls him. So you got a chance to talk to you tonight, gentlemen. I was already talking with Gabe. Gabe, the WTF, Gabe. Gentlemen, how you guys doing as far as I need to know? And I've asked WTF this. I want to know your head-to-head this year between your two teams.
You got it first, Gabe.
Go ahead.
I know you go first, WTF. I'm not going first. I don't like going first.
No, I know, because first is the best. But I think we're gonna go 1-1 this year. Versus Habs. I think we'll split.
Okay. Now,
I also will back that up because Daniel Jones is terrible in primetime games. And what do you know? The Giants, week 2, are playing Washington football team in Washington under the lights. Is it It's Thursday night football, right? Thursday night football. And there is no way we're winning that game. I'm sorry. There is absolute no way that Daniel Jones is going to pull out that game. I'm sorry.
And that's on a short week then, because you guys have the Sunday game and then it's the first Thursday night game.
That's also why we're going to lose.
Who do you guys play week 1?
Denver. The Broncos.
Okay, you open with the Donkeys. Okay, who do you open with, WTF?
With the Chargers.
Okay, so you Gabe's got the Donkeys and you got the Garglers. Okay, that's pretty cool there. And I've already asked WTF this, so I already know the answer to this. He tells me that the Washington team is going to again win the NFC East. I'm not talking about records, but I got to hear from you, Gabe, the improvement, because again, the Eagles just gagged on that last game, or you guys would have been in the playoffs if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, sir, we would have been, yep.
Okay.
So, WTF, honestly, if it's not the Giants that win the NFC East, it's going to be the Cowboys. Because the Cowboys, I mean, they're stacked. They're stacked. And the Washington football team doesn't have any chemistry. They brought 38-year-old Ryan Fitzpatrick in, who isn't going to help you that much. And is he a good quarterback? Yes, but he's a bridge quarterback. So, honestly, if I was the Washington football team, I would have started Taylor Heineke instead of Ryan Fitzpatrick, but we're done there. And you basically put a bunch of free agents, and now you guys got to build chemistry in training camp, which is not a lot of time to build a chemistry alike. So, therefore, I know you can say the same thing to me with the Giants as their chemistry with Kenny Golladay, Kyle Rudolph, Devontae Booker all coming in. And I know that we don't have a lot of chemistry either, but we at least have our main bases, which is quarterback, running back. O-line is the same as last year, except Nate Soldier addition, but we've had him before. So we got pretty much – I mean, we just got a couple additions, of course, from the draft and two major free agents, unless you count Devontae Booker as a major free agent, but I don't. But, yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Okay, so and I like the fact that the Giants have gotten a lot better in their skill positions because, again, they really did, like I said, Danny Dimes really didn't have anybody to throw to. And that was an observation there. Says, who is their number one? I don't know. Well, the reason why was because he didn't have one. I get it. There was nobody there. And, again, Saquon was injured, and he really has to come back from that. But you still or maybe you just kind of glossed over the fact that the best defense in that division belongs in Washington.
I believe so.
Here we go. Oh, I've heard this many times.
Okay. Well, if it's not in Washington, who is the best defense in that division?
The Dallas Cowboys.
What?
What?
Why do you say that?
No. No. It's either the Dallas Cowboys or the Giants because the Giants have the best secondary, one of the best secondaries in the league.
Oh my God, man, smoking that good stuff tonight.
Oh, and I remember, and I'm on record. This is why I went in the middle to separate you. This
Captain,
is why
the Giants have one of the best secondaries in the league.
Okay. But they have the best, as far as I know, Washington has the best pass rush and linebackers. Although they did lose the kid to the Eagles. Was it Kerrigan?
Yeah, but
he's older. So they can replace him. But they have, I mean, I tell you, with Young and the other young kid out of Mississippi that was a really great draft pick for him. I can't remember his name. Smart or Shark or I can't remember his name, but a very good defensive interior lineman with Young on the outside. I like the front line of Washington over everybody.
Okay, the front line, yes, I understand. Their front line's good. I understand that. But you know how many first-round draft picks they spent on their front line, Captain?
And that's why it's good.
Oh, yeah, you should a lot.
But they're still on their first contract though, so they don't have to worry about paying them for at least another 3 to 4 years. I get
about Leonard Williams on contract too.
I get your point, and Matt Marinovich with this very good kind. I love Matt Marinovich because he's very knowledgeable. Washington defense top 5 in the league.
So explain to me this. Our 2 top corners are in the top 15. James Bradbury is ranked number 5 corner in the NFL.
Okay.
Adoree Jackson is ranked number 12 in the NFL.
Overrated.
You know, I don't see any Washington names in the top 20. Oh, wait. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. There's none in the top 20. There's no Washington cornerbacks in the top 20.
Yeah, but let me ask you this. I don't remember what category it was.
You know what there's one corner listed on this list, the top 32 corners, and it's Kendall Fuller at number 26.
You know why?
Because he sucks.
Okay.
Well, Kendall Fuller
1-1 now. So again, go ahead, WTF. 1-1. Comment to comment. Respect for a point counterpoint. Go ahead, WTF.
Remember, we had the best, I think it was secondary pass. We had the best pass deflections this year. We were first in Sunset in our secondary. And if we were first in that, we got rid of Ronald Darby, right? Who was, I think, a 2nd or 3rd round pick, went to the Broncos. I mean, the Donkeys, my bad. And now we picked up a 1st round draft pick from the Bengals, William Jackson. And you don't think he's going to be better?
No, I don't think he's going to be better. I really don't.
So you're saying that the Cowboys – all right. I want to retrace what you said. You're saying that the Cowboys have a better defense than us.
Yes. The Giants have a better one than the Cowboys.
So –
maybe the Cowboys have a better. No, they don't have a better defense than you guys.
Okay,
that's a lot.
Gentlemen, I tell you what. First off, I love this. Okay, the fact that you guys got a Thursday night game in week 2, and I do a show on Thursday. I know you're going to be watching it, but if you can, do you guys got each other's phone numbers?
I have his Instagram.
Okay. If you can coordinate calling in maybe during halftime, because then you don't miss the game. Maybe during halftime of that Thursday night game when I have my show, and I can get you both on, and then we can talk about the first half and what you've seen, for the the first week and then the first half of the game. And it will be great to have you both on for that
WTF
Thursday night game as well.
Because Cap, I'm not gonna lie, I will not be on Sneaky's podcast that night because I'm not saying his outro. Those 2 weeks that we play them, I can't go on that show because I have to say the outro when I leave.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna be here.
I know. You'll be here. You'll be here because I told Sneaky that I will not be on his show during for the week preceding the Raiders going to Giants. So I got that's in November though, so I have a lot of time to worry about that as well. So, and again, Don Webb is talking about, because again, Chase Young because Don Webb is a Buckeye honk, and by the way, Don Webb's a really great guy. So I'm going to be with him for the festivities up in Canada. Okay, so I got that. Gabe, I appreciate you being on. Thank you. Go over to Sneaky and tell him I will be on a little bit later. I said my heart's still fluttering, although this has been good for me because I wanted to have something positive to go to. Carpin Ford, thank you for being here. Thank you for being there. And hang on over to YouTube. Last comments. Go ahead.
I would just like to end with this. Leonard Williams is ranked 9th in defensive tackles. Who is your Washington? Oh, and your Washington football team defensive tackle, Jonathan Allen, is ranked 12th.
Okay. Those are numbers, though.
They're numbers by PFF.
Yeah, but no.
Whoa. I'm going to stop you right there. PFF rankings are horse pucky.
They're based on stats.
Yeah, but PF. No, you don't even have to say this. WTF. I'm gonna answer it for you. PFF is a bunch of stat geeks that put things together, and it doesn't show the whole picture. It really doesn't. And like I said, people say, "Well, PFF says this, and PFF says that." PFF, in my estimation, and maybe it's just me. But all it is, it's a geeky stats repository, and it doesn't show the entire thing behind all of the stats. Because there's an old expression: there's lies, there's damn lies, and then there's statistics. Because it's numbers. It doesn't show an entire requisite of a person. It's decent for analysis. But you take that analysis and then you look at what the eyeball tells you.
Yeah.
Look at what the eyeball tells you. So that's something, remember, you can use that as a baseline, but don't go by stats all the time, please. Because that's why folks in Vegas make the money, because people say, well, if you look at the stats and you do this and then do all the analysis, there's something about taking the stats and using it with gut. Okay? So I get what you're saying, but don't always let the eyes hold you. You do the whole picture.
Because
that's your comment on the way out.
Oh, mine?
Yeah, you're on the way out.
I think right now football is more film than it is stats, and it will always be more film than stats, no matter what. But for my ending comment to you, we're going 16-1. And I'm kidding. We're gonna have the best defense, and we're gonna have a better offense than you guys.
Who is in your secondary?
You know what? We will pick this conversation up week 2 when you guys hopefully come on board my show at halftime, and then you guys can. And then after that, the Sunday afterwards, because I will be in Pittsburgh for the week 2 game. I will be in Pittsburgh with a couple of my people there, hopefully watching from a suite. So I do my shows after the games. So give me some time to go home after the game. You click on my stuff, and please be sure to come on, the Ask Captain Jack show after the games on Sunday, and you guys can talk all you want about what happened to your team, because that's what I want. But
because
I know I should be saying this because you're too young to be me saying this. I know you're smoking something, but I know you're not smoking something when you say
I'm gonna say this though is I think I know I'm gonna be here. I don't know if he is. I mean, that's gonna be a bad whooping at halftime. So I don't know if he's gonna be here.
We can try to work it out. We can try.
No, I'm talking about he's gonna get beat so bad that he doesn't want to come on the show.
No. See, I'm putting it out to you, gentlemen, as a honest, whether you're getting your butts kicked or not.
I'm gonna be here. You bet, Captain. I'll be here.
Okay. To try to be here. The only reason why you can't be here is if I'm not here. Because if these people keep stressing me out, I'm going to be in a hospital. Okay, so I don't want that to happen either. So you guys be on your best behavior, and I appreciate you coming into the show, both Gabe and WTF. Be well, and I will enjoy hearing from you guys again. If you get over to Sneaky, tell Sneaky I'll be on later on. I just want to say hi to him. So we got Gabe, we got WTF. Gentlemen, thank you for the spots tonight. I wanted to bring you both on at the same time.
Thank you, Captain.
All right. You guys take care. We'll see you next time. All right. That was WTF. That was my boy Gabe. And I like this comment from Matt. Analytics forces a narrative. No. It's numbers. Okay? And it like I said, numbers say one things, but it doesn't give you the entire picture. By the way, we are at 10:07. Kurtz, see here we get Kurtz is here as well. Kurtz, I could have had a Cowboys guy and a Washington guy and the Gabe on it. Boy, that I could have had. All I would have needed would be the positive Philly. I could have had everybody. I could have had the entire NFC Leafs on. But Kurtz, you just missed Gabe and WTF. Good to see you. Coming to show tonight again, Miss Carpenter. Thank you there for being over there. Appreciate you being here. This is a positive thing for me here. So if you want to be in the show, the link is there. And like I said, I do have a pot. Like I said, we do have like the most valuable participants, and I will pick. I usually pick one that's like one that's on video, and then one that does comments, or one that does a call. It's a shame because Jared could be an MVC almost each and every show. So I'm gonna probably have to get Jared. Might have to be a wild card at the end of the month because he always participates. He always does well. Same thing for Matt Marinovich. Matt Marinovich is always spot on with the comments. Always spot on with the comments. Again, if you want to be in the show tonight, you want to give me some positive juice for the crap that I had to deal with today. And I'm going over. Let me go over to. I'm going to show that from Ed Winchell. I haven't seen the comments over on YouTube. And again, I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. And again, thank you to Dwayne T. Remember, if you give a $5 donation, okay. I'm seeing this late. I apologize, Mike. Delirious was funny, but I also like Richard Pryor, good Richard Pryor stand-up. We were talking about movies. We had Trevor Phillips in here and Carl Johnson, Tommy Vercetti, Franklin Clinton. Great being here. Jeff Arguello was talking about his fiance. And Jason Dean Hunter. Again, folks that are members, Jason Dean is a member of the Galleon. I know Homer was a member of the Galleon. Angie Seitz, who is the only Tampa Bay fan that we get along well because we both can't stand Primatama, and that's the best you're going to get out of me. There, what was this? Okay, there was another comment I got to see. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hide that one from Ed Winchell. I appreciate the sentiment, Ed, but I said I'm going to be the woosah. Again, if you want to be in the show, the link is up. Oh, somebody popped in. Okay, Will, quickly. quickly, we're gonna hear from we're gonna hear from Will tonight, and I don't know what he's wearing tonight. Let's see what we're gonna.
Hey, what's up, Cap? What's up?
With a Sixers hat on. Okay. Yeah, where'd you get the Sixers hat?
What?
Where'd you get the Sixers hat?
It's a gift. It's a gift, Cap.
Oh no! I mean that's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's a nice hat. What does your shirt say? Louisiana.
Louisiana. You know.
Okay, Louisiana volleyball. That's cool. Was that from your uncle?
Yeah, my uncle, George.
Okay. There you go, Uncle George. Okay. So again, Will, what's going on quickly tonight from the Dominican Republic? How are you doing? Good to see you.
Good. It's all been good, you know. Yes.
Okay. Now you're what? Now, since you got a Sixers hat on, and I know you like the Warriors.
Yes.
Obviously, the Warriors are out. Are the Sixers going to represent the East? That's what I got to ask you. Are the Sixers going to represent the East, or are they going? Is it going to be the Nets? Because I'm gonna pop over really quick to the game. I want to see what the score is. Again, the Knights are winning 2-1 in hockey. Let's see what the score is here. I can't see. Oh no, it's final. Milwaukee beat Brooklyn, so 86-83. It just went final. So the Bucks take a game. So Brooklyn is now only winning 2-1. I just saw the final. Literally, okay. It's over. So Brooklyn's down a game, or is up 2-1 over the. I guess the Bucks hung on. So now I got to ask you, Will, because again I see the Sixers hat. Who's coming out of the East? Who's going to win the East in basketball?
You know, all is sports and 696. Oh, the name, the number. You know how I pronounce.
Okay.
16. The number.
Yeah, 76ers. Yes.
Yeah, Sixers and Warriors. It's sports, you know. It's a sports.
Okay.
I like sports.
I know you
different things, but sports. Yeah, you know.
I got you. But I got, like I said. So I'm going to hold you, since you're wearing a Sixers hat. That's going to be your team in the East, and I want you to be able to come in here after the on the East Finals. I want to hear from you as well, because I'm going to hold you to it. Okay. I'm going to the next caller. It's good hearing from Will, and it's always thank you. Gracias por ti, and cuídate por su vida y su familia también.
Igual, Cap. Same for you.
All right. Gracias, Will.
Take care.
All right. That's Will. Oh, I'm sorry, Will. He said goodbye. And Ed Winchell says Philly won't get past Brooklyn. I agree. But it's a matter. Oh, I don't know what I missed, but it's 2-2 now. I must have missed a goal. It's tied up, and And remember, this is Game 6. It is in Vegas, so Vegas has got to win this game, or they're going to go back to Colorado. And if the Lanch, I tell you, if the Lanch go back to Colorado. If the Lanch go back to Colorado, I gotta like the Lanch in that one. That Game 7 at home. That's just me. And I agree with Matt. Nets are too stacked, but I obviously they weren't gonna sweep the Bucks. And the Sixers Hawks is going to be a good series, but I tell you, Sixers going to have trouble with the Hawks anyway. Oh, nice check. Oh, that's a buster. Knocked him right on his butt. Again, if you want to be into the show tonight, please do. We've heard from we had Will Carley on from the Dominican Republic. We had Gabriel on from Pennsylvania, who is the Giants fan. We had WTF, who's in Illinois. That's the Washington fan. Kurtz is in here, the Cowboy fan, and we're watching hockey. It's 2-2. Second period, 14 minutes and 20 seconds. So I'll watch this for a while. Again, the Nets were beaten by the Bucks tonight. It's 10:15. We got at least 50. Well, providing we have some calls. You get some calls, or we get some participants. If not, I will do it. I said I don't have to be here for 2 hours. I don't have to be here for 2 hours. I don't mind, but that's only with your participation. So if you want to be into the show tonight, thank you for doing that. Because if not, I will pop off and take a little bit of a rest. Go over to Sneaky G, my compadre in video. Can't wait to see him for Dallas. And I don't know if Hollywood's still in the house, but Hollywood, if he's still here, I got Hollywood. Please get in touch with me. I want to send you some money. And if you didn't hear, like I said, I'm not doing the raffle anymore. If you it's just I don't need the stress. I don't need the stress. I will send that money back to the like I said, the whole 2 people that sent me their raffles. The 2 people, that's it. To me, that means that it wasn't a popular thing. So if it's not popular, that's fine. The tickets are still available for sale. Or I will bring a guest. It's one or the other. I'll either sell them or I'll go. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. But Werner is here. Werner, good to see you there. Wie geht es dir? Werner is over there on Instagram. Good to see you there, shipmate. Werner, if you can, please come over to YouTube if you can. And now we have Positive Philly in the house. Okay, so if Kurtz wants to be here, because we already had Giants Washington. Kurtz, if you want to be here and go in with Positive Philly, we can do Philly and Dallas. And Gabe has already said, yeah, how you doing? Hi, Verna. And I said, we'll have Positive Philly on as well. Raider fans, you are allowed to be in the show. You are allowed to be in the show. And Ed Winchell, thank you for being here as well. So, like I said, we had Ed's here. I mean, I know that Willie was here. Who else is here? Matt Moreno. Matt's, like I said, gotta love Matt's comments. Matt is an all-star contributor. Oh, I missed Oscar. Oscar, I'm very sorry I missed you. Hey, how you doing? Oscar Toledo, who is, and let me see if I can put up because I'm just doing the solo here. So, there we go. That's my boy, Oscar Toledo. If you also want to get your life done via the Bocadillo, be a part of Bocadillo's universe, you too can have a Bocadillo done. Oscar Toledo is the man, and please get with him. Great, because again, he will a wonderful caricature of yourself. A wonderful caricature of yourself. Become a member, become a part of Bocadillo universe. And again, I apologize, Oscar, I didn't see you. No, Positive. I wanted you both on. Because I had Gabe on, and I had WTF on side by side with me in the middle. So you guys can talk about, because I've already, they've gotten to a point where, like I said, they've admitted that they're going to split their series. And they're going to be on the second Thursday night game in week 2. And hopefully they'll be here for that. 2-2 in the hockey game. and that's what I'll be watching. Again, if you want to be on the show, again, thank you, Oscar, for being here. I apologize for not seeing that earlier. Be a part of Bocadillo's universe. You can come in the show, and you can be a part of Bocadillo's universe. I'm going to put that up so you can see that's all. Look at that. You got Homer there. You got Polo. You got Gorilla. You got Savage. Asylum. Jason Dean Hunter, a.k.a. Demon King. Pardon me. Got Mob Boss, Joker Raider, as well as Velvet Raider. Be a part of the Bocadillo universe. Great to be here. I'm a little tired. I'm feeling a little bit better because I was ranting before. About a-holes. I was ranting before about a-holes. And I'm feeling a little bit better now. I even had Mr. Zeul, who is over here from Twitch. No, Willie. No. Jason Dean Hunter is no. Wayne is the violator. Jason Hunter is Raider Demon King. He, in fact, let me see if I can put my hand. See that right there? That guy, that is Raider Demon King. Okay, going from left to right. Okay, got Homer, got Polo, got Gorilla, Raider Savage, Asylum, Raider Demon King, Mob Boss, Joker Raider, and Velvet Raider. And then you got, can I get over there? Then you got that guy. Got Captain Jack. 2-2 in the hockey game. If you want to come on board again, this you don't know jack about sports. We're talking football, we were talking hockey. And remember, most valuable. I apologize. I'm tired. Most valuable crewmates tonight. I didn't even get dressed because of, like I said, having to deal with the hospital crap today. Not for me. Dealing with a-holes. Come into the show tonight. You can do that. You can go to the link. Let me put the link up again. There's the link over there on all of the channels. You got the StreamYard link, or you can dial in 813-699-0834. Okay, we're gonna be joined by Positive Philly tonight. This is an NFC East night. This is strange. I have a bunch of Raider fans, but I got and I gotta take the what do you call it, the Bocadillos off, because then you won't see nothing but the Bocadillos.
What's going on, Captain Jack?
I'm good there, Positive Philly. How you doing? NFC East night on Thursday night. We already had we had, like I said, Gabe from the Giants. We had WTF from Washington. Positive Philly's here representing his Eagles. And I know Kurtz was in there as well, so Kurtz might be backstage as well. So maybe you guys are waiting on Sneaky G. I'm gonna try to pop over to Sneaky G, but I'm only.
It's his 60th episode tonight.
Good for him. This keeps on rolling, man. I don't know how many episodes I have. I haven't counted. I've had a well.
About the
for 100.
How about the Phillies as of recent, Captain?
Well, I see what happened last night. I turned off the game to watch the end of the hockey game, and then Chris Lentz tells me that the rookie who I saw him get his first hit the other night gets a walk-off 2-run homer to win the game. I didn't see it. and I wanted to see a highlight, and I didn't see it. So I'm glad because
you got to look it up. It's such an amazing moment. His parents came out from California to see him play, and that happened. You know, that's so amazing for his family, his parents, just to see their son do that. I'm sure they
Now this kid plays third base. What's happening with Bohm? Did they give him the night off?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work now. So the Phillies played I'm sure they played the afternoon game today, and from what I understand, Bohm was like the pitch hitter or something.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's going to work because I still want Luke Williams to stay in the lineup, but we have to get Alec Bohm back. So I guess they're going to have to figure that out.
Okay, so they got Torres playing short. What happened to Mata? Because Mata was playing short for a while. Did they send him back down?
Maton.
Whatever. Maton. Yeah. So did they send Maton back down and Reyes Torres or Torres Reyes, whatever the kid's number 74, who was playing shortstop? He was playing short. So they got a lot of good young talent on that team because you got Bohm at third. He's only in his second year. The kid, what's his name? Taylor?
Who?
I don't remember what his name is. The kid that won the game last night. How the Phillies do today? Did they win?
Williams.
Okay. Yeah. So who won the game today?
Phillies. Gene Segura walk off again.
Nice. So they take 2 out of 3 from Atlanta. I like that.
Yes,
I like that. But do they have enough to? And I hate saying this because I didn't think the Mets were going to be that good this year. Do they have enough to catch the Mets?
I don't know. See, the only thing I want the Phillies to do this year is make the playoffs. Please. We have to end the drought.
See, that's very low expectations. Very low expectations. All we got to do is make the playoffs. Okay. So if they can make the playoffs and then be swept 4-0 and you'd be satisfied with that. No, if you're going to go to the playoffs, and this is what I want too, if you're going to go to the playoffs, at least have a decent showing. Okay, I'm not saying you got to win the National League pennant,
right?
Because that would be a bit much. But if you make the playoffs, I want to say you win at least two of your first games in the series. You at least make it so that you're competitive in your first series. You don't want to go in there and be swept. I think it's either if it's a 5-game series, you don't want to be swept in 3 games or swept in 4 games. You go to the next round. I want it to be a competitive showing. So that's what I want to see. Now, granted, do I want the Flyers to make the playoffs? Hell yeah. And they haven't done that. I mean, they did it last year, but they were gone, quickly. The Islanders just at the very end, they couldn't score on Varlamov. And that's why the Islanders are again in the East Finals against the Lightning, because they have that great goaltending. But they have great goaltending, they have a great defense around him. And that's what the Flyers do not have. They got to improve on defense. And I've been saying that for about 20 to 30 years. Because that's how long, the Flyers have not had a good. I mean, Pelle Lindbergh was going to be a great goalie, and I don't know if you know who Pelle Lindbergh is.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, Pelle Lindbergh was like Carter Hart 20 to 25 or maybe even 30 years ago, a good young goaltender.
Who did he play for?
He played for the Flyers. And he was a great young goaltender, and then he killed himself in a fast car, wrapping himself into a row house in New Jersey.
What's his name?
Pelle Lindbergh.
Pelle Lindbergh.
Yeah, Pelle Lindbergh. Look him up. And the Flyers haven't had good. I mean, because Hextall was good goaltender, but he couldn't win at the end. He would always do something to make them lose, or they wouldn't have a defenseman that he needed to help with. And so they've been looking for a goaltender since Bernie Perrant. So and Pelle Lindbergh was supposed to be that guy. Carter Hart was supposed to be that guy. He played well last year, in the COVID shorted season. But this year, he didn't play bad because it's not all on him. He didn't have a defense around him, and they need to make sure that they keep a defense around Carter Hart. So I
Right.
get that you said you just want the Phillies to make the playoffs. Yeah, but I want them to at least have a good showing. I don't want them to be embarrassed in the playoffs as a Phillies fan.
Right, I understand what you're saying. And the thing with Carter Hart is like he's so young; he has so much time to improve as a goalie.
Yeah, but they got a good goalie now with the Phantoms. I like the kid Elliott. I like Elliott, but Alex Leon is not your answer as your second goaltender. He's good for a game or two, but I think I call him Leon. Maybe it's Lion. But they have another young goaltender as a Phantom, and he's supposed to be like really, really, really good as well. Elliott, I'm surprised is still there. I don't know when this other kid's going to come up. So they're going to have two good young goaltenders in that organization. I'm not even talking about Lion. It's going to be Carter Hart plus this other kid. But they need to have good defensemen around them. So. I'm gonna go talk because I see that hat. First off, can the Sixers get past the Hawks? That's my first question.
Yeah.
You say that very quickly. I'm gonna ask you again.
In 6.
In 6 games.
Yes, sir.
And what's the game count right now?
1-1.
Okay, so at least they're not down. Okay. I will keep up because again, I don't really pay attention to until the conference finals. I don't care. I really don't care until the conference. Now in hockey, obviously, I pay attention more, and I think the East Finals with the Lightning and the Islanders is going to be fantastic. The West, I think that even though the Canadiens, just blew past the Jets, I think that whoever wins this series is going to win the West. Between the Avalanche and the Knights, I think that they're going to win the West. I think they're going to take the Canadiens, no problem. But that's just me. But we'll see when we see. But so you say the Sixers? Nah, no problem with the Hawks. Well, I'll tell you what, that Trey, what's Trey's last name? The kid from Oklahoma?
Yeah, Trae Young.
Trae Young, there you go. Trae Young, I tell you what, he ain't no joke down in Atlanta.
And we'll see tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's the first game down there, and then I missed game 1, which I can't complain about. It sucked, but it also sucks. I'm gonna miss game 4 as well. So.
Okay, and I gotta ask you this because Matt Marinovich gave me a great question. How far will Hurts go this year, and will they take a shot at getting Watson next year? Why would they want Watson? The
We're
guy's
not.
prison.
What'd you say?
I said Deshaun Watson's going to be in prison.
Yeah, we're not getting Deshaun Watson. Hurts is a starting quarterback for the future. We'll see what he can do this year. Yeah, I don't. We have Flacco. I don't think Flacco is going to be playing much this year. Yeah.
Nah, man. Yeah, you got. I tell you what, the NFC least with Flacco and Fitzmagic. Okay, and is Andy Dalton still with the Cowboys too?
No, he's with the Bears now.
Oh, okay. Because you have a bunch of old dudes playing quarterback or backup quarterback. The Eagles are the only team that didn't have like an archaic. Well, they do with Flacco, so I take it back. So you have an archaic Flacco. You have an archaic Fitzmagic. Andy Dalton, if he would have been with the Cowboys, is archaic. And the Giants, I don't know. I don't know who's behind Danny Dimes in New York, but it was archaic quarterbacks in that division. So with young guys, and then an archaic backup. So again, it's going to be interesting. And you think the Eagles are going to? I don't think the Eagles are going to take that division.
No, I already told you what I think's going to happen.
Well, you think the Cowboys are. Yeah. Okay. You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. Because I know that's harsh words coming out of your mouth. That like when we have to say each year until somebody beats the Kansas City franchise, they're going to win the West. But I think it's going to be a lot closer in the West this year. I really do.
See, and I know I said this before on your show. Everyone thinks we're going to be so bad. I don't think we will. Like, a lot of people have us getting 4 to 12, like 4, have us going like 4-12 or, whatever with the new thing. I don't, what, yeah, 4-13. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, 4-13, like around that record. I think we can get at least 8 wins.
Okay.
Between 6 and 8 wins. That's, I'm hoping, obviously.
Okay.
But I don't want to, I'm not setting my expectations high for this team. I want to be realistic.
Okay, and this is important. And again, Vegas just scored a goal. They are now up 3-2. 5 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the second period. Number 55 is passing out handshake, so I guess he got the goal. Let's see this from the point. Oh no, it was a tip in. Okay, so he was down in the circle.
Yep.
So, from Peter Petrangelo. Nice tip in by, what's his name? Colifer? Nice misdirection. Colasor, whatever. Anyway, see, that's what I said.
They have a good wide receiving core now, so I think they're going to be doing a little bit of both. But yeah, Zeke is he's going to be running with Zeke a lot. Yeah.
And, Zeke is kind of like, see, they run Zeke to death. And he is, so far he's been durable for the most part, but the Zeke is going to be, he's going to get old real quick if they continue to run him to death. And I think that they really need to use, CeeDee Lamb and Dropsy Cooper a lot more than they do. And, and they paid a lot of money for Cooper, and they don't get the production that they get out of him. Like I said, CeeDee Lamb is a godsend for them. So I just don't, I can't see them being as good as people make them out to be. I really like Washington in that division, even though they don't have an offense.
Hold up. You think, excuse me.
I like their defense a lot. I really like their defense a lot.
You think Washington's going to win it?
In that division, well, they're going to be there. It's going to be between Washington and a surprise, because if they get any sort of offense together, their defense is just that good.
See, I have it being between the Cowboys and the Giants.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, you get along with Gabe. Gabe thinks that the Giant. He thinks I can't remember if Gabe said the Cowboys or the Giants. He thinks like you, because he definitely gave WTF a lot of guff about them winning the division. So we'll see on that. All right, best out the door. Do the Phillies actually make the playoffs or not? I'm going to ask you, Mike.
It's a tough question right now, honestly.
I know. That's why I asked. And we're tied up at 3. Goal for the Lance, so it's 3-3 with 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go. This is a hell of a game. That's why I'm definitely going to be turning on to it when we're done with this broadcast.
We're going to
do this. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an answer. We'll probably have to revisit this later in the season, obviously, and see how they're doing.
Okay.
Right now, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say we end the drought and we make the playoffs.
Okay. As a wild card.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I agree. If they make the playoffs, it definitely will not as a division winner, but as a sneak in as a wild card. Okay. I like that. I hope you're right. I'd like to see them in the playoffs, but like I said, I want to see them actually play well.
Right.
And we'll see if that happens. Positive Philly, always positive hearing from you as well there, shipmate. You take care, and so if you're heading over for Sneaky, then I'll be over in a little bit as well.
Okay, thank you, Captain. Appreciate you.
All right, you take care, big guy. Be well.
Okay, bye-bye.
Right, that's Positive Philly. Always good to see him in the house as well. It is 10:40, 20 minutes at most. 20 minutes at most, and then if you want to come in, great. And see, I agree with Matt here. If it's strange saying this, but if Fitzmagic, aka Fitzpatrick, if he plays within his parameters, and what he doesn't royally screw up, that's why I like Washington in that division. I just like that defense that much. And another, Matt Marinovich is definitely going to be Matt. Matt is one of my Matt is MVC, at least number one MVC. Let me see if I can put him in here, because he Matt, you are definitely most valuable. You're a contestant being most valuable on your comments. Matt Marin, you're at least one. You're at least one tonight, Matt Marinovich. He was on last month too, Raider Puppet and him on the 6th of May. So Matt Marinovich, you get it via your comments. I might have a tie between Gabe and WTF. WTF was MVC last month as well. So I might give it to Gabe, though. I might give it to Gabe. So yeah, unless I have a caller that just comes in and just wows me, it'll be New York Sports Team will be my other most valuable crewman. So if you want to be in the show, please do. It would be great to hearing from you. I'm going to put the link up one more time. Come in via StreamYard. The link is there. You can call in, you can link in if you want to be in. You can. Let me put this up as well. Come in the show, hit the link that I put up there. 1 minute, 48 seconds left in the second period here. It is 3-all between the Golden Knights and the Avalanche. And I really think, obviously, yeah, if Vegas loses tonight, I gotta like Colorado in Game 7. Sight unseen. If it goes 7, I'm gonna go Colorado. And I don't say it to piss people off, just the way I see it. Just the way I see it. Call into the show, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Or you can be in via the link. Will Carly's over here as well. Good to see him as well. Watson not been charged with anything, but he will likely have to. It's not that I hate on Deshaun Watson, but damn, there's got to be something to that if you have all of these women charging you, or I should say making allegations, because he hasn't been charged yet, but the allegations, where there's smoke, there's fire. Hey! Goal! That was a great goal, too. I saw it. Off the rebound, off the back wall. Was it Pacioretty? I think that's the kid's name. And the goalie was on one side of the goal, and a nice snapshot, not a slap shot, a nice snapshot. Okay, off the rebound, and what a nice goal. What a nice goal. Behind it, and yeah, Or no, I'm sorry, it's Petrangelo. Okay, Petrangelo. And again, that's why Matt is one of the MVCs with his comments, most valuable crewman. In it again. And remember, now OG Daniel won last month. I got to get a hold of him because I got to send him a $20 gift certificate. I got to send him because we did the contest. Hey, Terrell, good to see you. All those women are all a part of the plan for him to leave Houston. You think that's a possibility? You know, Terrell, maybe, but I mean that's going a bit far. That's going a bit far. If you have within your means, we're going to do a conspiracy theory and have all of these women play their part. Okay. I can't see that. No. I mean, it might work out that way. And again, great comment by Matt. And he thought, "Ooh, wow, hell of a punch. He's got to get some minutes for that. He just hit him on the helmet." And yeah, money is the root of all evil. Possibly there, Terrell. Good hearing from you as well. Again, if you want to be a part of the show, and thank you for being there. We only got a couple minutes left. Yeah, this pandemic was hard. Hard on everybody. Hard on everybody. We got 13 minutes left. Probably just do comments for the rest of the night unless I get a phone call. You can call me. I'll put it up again. 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. We'll do a call. If you want to be in studio, that's fine too. And thank you for being here. We are on Instagram over here. I'm pointing at Instagram. And I do this because this is my enjoyment. Although, there wasn't, I don't recall. No, I don't think there was any swearing tonight. So tonight's show will be easy to do. Via the uptake. I don't have to do any cuts, or my cuts will be minimal, I should say. No, I will. I think if that's my boy Terrell, that's his real first name. Yeah, if that's my boy Terrell, the guy that I work with, that's you, right? That's you, right, P? So yeah, I don't think he's a Game of Thrones. He might like Game of Thrones, but I think that's my shipmate from work. So we're doing comments. Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, my boy Terrell. No worries, Will. No worries, Will. And by the way, I remember taking the Dragon Lady as fine as Fonzie. Fine as Fonzie. That's cool. By the way, I think that they were saying that there is. Okay, I got one call. To end the show.
Call from RDR Edward Winchell. To accept, press 1.
Okay, we got Ed Winchell on the line, so I got one call out the door. We're definitely going to end with Ed's call, and then I'm leaving the show. How you doing, Ed? What's going on with you tonight?
I just booked my ticket to Tampa Bay.
You booked your tickets to Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you and me are going to go pay the security guard a visit in the morning.
Oh, okay. I wish this guy was a real arse. A young kid.
And you don't get that upset. You don't get that upset too easily, really.
I try not to. But I understand. I understand as a security guard, it's a hard job. It's a hard job. I know because I've done it. But don't be such a dick. Don't be such a dick, because there are people that are going there that are going to be upset, and then you're being a dick. Okay, saying that I'm going to be up there, that I'm what do you call it? Being abusive towards the staff. How the hell can you be abusive towards the staff? I just got on the ward, and
You're outside.
"Oh man, it's that's why I said this stuff like this ticks me off, and that's why I appreciate you letting me do my rant, Ed. I appreciate you letting me do my rant. Now,
this
I was gonna say,
security guard's biggest fan is himself.
yeah. I could have went and made it an ethnic thing. I could have made it a little bit more. It doesn't matter if the guy was white, black, Latino, or whatever. It doesn't matter. He was an a-hole.
He's an asshole. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry for saying that.
Yeah. No. Okay. Maybe I can let that. Tony, it's 150.
But security guards, bouncers, people like that have the biggest ego in the world. I don't know where they get it, because they're only bouncers and they're only security guards.
And I've been a
bouncer.
bouncer.
Anybody could be a bouncer.
Yeah, I've been a bouncer, but I didn't have such a. When I would bow up on somebody, it was because they had the attitude first. I don't bow up on people, because I want to play, myself as look how big I mean, like I said, I used to be a lot thicker up here than I am now. And like I said, this belly didn't used to be here. It used to be up here in the breasts and the shoulders. Okay. But I didn't bow up on people, and the guy just gave me an attitude, and I couldn't stand it at that time. That's why I'm very happy, because as pissed off as I was, I'm very happy that I didn't do something stupid, or I would have been thrown out. And then that would have been, something that I would have had to deal with my job and all the things that go with it. He wasn't worth me doing something stupid over, but he really pissed me off. He really pissed me off. For sure.
What bugs me is their arrogance. That's just the worst part.
Yeah,
arrogance.
Yeah, arrogance. And
so I've heard a couple of riders saying that they're predicting 8 and 9 for the Raiders. What do you think of that?
That's kind of on the small. Like I said, I predict at least 10 wins. At least 10 wins, and Matt Marinovich agrees with me. At least 10 wins. I think we're going to get, just having a real defensive coordinator is going to get us 2 more wins. Now, it will take that extra game as a loss, but just having a real defensive coordinator is going to get us 2 more wins. That's 10-7, and Matt thinks that's good enough for a playoffs. But again, as long as that defense improves, they got to keep improving. And because I really believe that if they don't show that improvement, and this is which year is this? Year 4 of Gruden?
4.
Okay. Yeah. Gruden's on a 5-year contract, even though he's signed for 10 years. I think it's a 5-5. If he doesn't show anything after that 5th year, I think that the option goes with Mark Davis, and nobody knows how that contract works. They said it's 10 years, $100 million, but nobody knows what that contract entails other than Gruden, Mark Davis, and a lawyer. That's all. Those are the only people that know about it.
There could be a performance clause in there that no one knows about.
Right.
You know that?
I agree.
I think 10-7. All I want, my philosophy, Cap, is all I want the Raiders to do is get to the playoffs. I don't care if they lose in the first round. It would be very successful just to get in the playoffs, next year have expectations that, hey, we're in the playoffs last year, we're going to do better this year, and build something year by year because we have the nucleus and young team to be able to prevail and do just that.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm going to say the same thing to you that I just said to Positive Philly when he was talking about the Phillies. Said, all I want for the Phillies to do is to make the playoffs. Okay, I get that. But I want to say if the Raiders make the playoffs, I don't want them to be shellacked like they were the last time they were in the playoffs. They got shellacked by the Texans. They got shellacked by the Texans.
That was in 16, Jay.
Yeah, 2016. But like I said, if you're going to the playoffs, at least have a semblance of an opportunity to win that game. Okay, at least show up. You know, maybe you might be the underdog, but at least show up. Don't just roll over and take it up the pipe. Okay, and I'm cleaning that one up a bit, but you know. Don't just show up so that you can have a dog performance. Show something in your play. Show something in your play. And like I said,
I think all of Raider Nation in 2016, I'd say 98% of Raider Nation knew we were going to get our butt kicked in the first round when Carr went down.
Yeah.
It was obvious.
Yeah. Well, it
was quarterback. I don't know why Jack Del Rio didn't have a better quarterback.
Well, remember, Matt McGloin.
I mean, quarterback, yeah.
Well, but remember, McGloin got injured the week before in Denver.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So McGloin, who was the backup, and I liked him for his moxie, but he was a horrible quarterback. I mean, really, he was horrible. Yeah, he was horrible. So. When McGloin got hurt in Denver, then you have, was it Cook? Well, Connor Cook, I believe was the guy's name, who was the 4th round pick that the Raiders had from Michigan State. And because we took Connor Cook ahead of Dallas because Dallas wanted him, Dallas ended up drafting Dak Prescott. So for the Dallas fans that love Prescott, they need to thank the Raiders for that because they ended up taking Connor Cook, who they wanted, and they left them with Dak Prescott. How different would the Cowboys be today if the Raiders hadn't taken Connor Cook?
Right. I know. You know, something else, Cap, and that is that, say the end of the 16 season is like this year coming up, and Carr goes down, week 15, 16, 17. We have a much better chance with Mariota than we did in 16 by a long shot.
Right.
So I think if something happens to Derek, I think the majority of us will say, hey, Mariota can do it. He showed us last year he could do it in that one game.
Against the Dolphins, right?
You know,
or no, the Chargers.
People were even saying that Derek Carr faked that bad leg injury. So Mariota can come in like Gruden wanted to see what Mariota can do.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
I'm just saying people say it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But hey, Gruden is very reluctant to pull Carr out of the game at any time during the game.
Well, I think that, and the reason why I didn't play him a lot after that was basically because of, I guess, incentives in his contract that it would have kicked in with a clause.
Take more money to him, yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see this year. I mean, we got to see what we have, and if Carr gets hurt, I have no problem turning the game over to Mariota. In fact, I really would like to see the Raiders play a gimmick when it's because the red zone for the Raiders has been horrible. Right.
Horrible.
If you're gonna have Mariota, employ him. Use him in a package. Down on the goal line. With a positive of the run and not run and shoot, but a play action or he runs it in. Use him kind of like they use with Tim Tebow with the Gators. With a running option or a quick throw. That's what I want to see out of Mariota. I want to see them use Mariota this year and employ him. That's why you got him on the team. Give him an opportunity to do some plays, do some gimmicks. That's why, with Hill in New Orleans, they at least have some employment with him.
Right.
And that's what
That's what I'd like Gruden to do, is something similar like they do in New Orleans. Last year when Breeze went out, boom, the guy came in for certain specific plays that were made for the backup quarterback.
Got it. And I agree with that. Hey, Ed, we got our 2 hours in, and give me some words about like I said, maybe that game in Chavez Ravine that I was talking to you about earlier.
Vinny was at Chavez Ravine yesterday.
Okay, well, remember what I was talking to you about via our phone call?
Yeah. And I'm getting some action on San Francisco. And Vinny is out and around, so good things are going to be happening.
Good. I would definitely like to hopefully see you at the end of this month in June. It would be great, and hopefully that'll happen. And I'm still looking in the mail. I haven't seen anything in the mail yet, but I will be looking for that from about other things that we've spoken about.
Right.
And congratulations on your nuptials. That's great.
Thank you. I'm so in love with her.
That's positive, man.
She is one fine, awesome woman.
And I'm happy that you guys are happy.
Thank you. But now, what's going to make that San Francisco series so much better is San Francisco is a halfway decent team this year.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact
thanks to the Dodgers who picked up Alex Wood. Dodgers sent Wood up there and another guy. I don't get his name right now, but they're doing a lot better than people thought they do.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, the Dodgers and the Padres and the Giants, that is a hell of a division out there in the NL West.
I think it's the best division in MLB.
Could be. I mean, if you look at it, I think obviously, I think the NL East, because it was so tight between everybody except for even the Marlins were only because I think the NL East is the tightest division. I think that the West is between those three top players or the top teams. And even Arizona's not that bad, so that's a very good division in baseball for sure.
I know. I'm watching these basketball games tonight, and it is so awesome to see the arenas full. It's such a nice feeling to see them full.
Well,
with people.
I'm looking forward. Like I said, I will be out to see my seats in the end of the month. And I like I said, I don't know if you heard that. I ain't doing the raffle anymore. If somebody wows me with an offer, I will not be at the first game, but otherwise I will be at the first game and somebody will be with me. But two people on a raffle tells me that nobody was really interested.
Not working. It's not working. No.
No worries. No skin off my nose.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be at the game. Rose and I will be there.
And I can't wait to see you guys. And like I said, hopefully I'll see you before that.
And Wayne wants to get together. I was talking to Wayne by text last Sunday, and he says, yeah, we got to hook up with Jay and Violator and Rilla, everybody.
And it'll be fun.
I know. It'll be great.
It'll be fantastic.
All right, pal. Well, listen, I'll let you run. I know that it's late over where you are. And if you run into that security guard, if you have to go to the hospital again, a good friend of yours named Vito is coming to visit.
Nah, he ain't even worth the spit. He's not even worth the
I
spin.
just hate, I hate arrogant people. There's no reason for a human being to be arrogant.
Yeah,
To anybody.
I agree.
You know,
That-
it shows their own insecurity within themselves if they have to be arrogant.
I mean, I can be a sometimes a not fun person, but I don't bow up on people out of arrogance. I mean, even when I was put together like a brick house,
Proof house.
yeah,
Proof house.
I didn't bow up and show that like look at me. I just that was just horrible to do.
I know. All right, bud. Well, listen, I hope everything works out with your family member.
I hope so, because again, it's one. I don't want to worry about it, and it's one less worry once that is taken care of. That's for sure.
He's in my prayers.
Thank you, Ed.
You got it, my man.
All right, you take care, and good hearing from you.
Good hearing from you too. We'll talk soon.
All right, be well.
Bye, bye, buddy. Bye, bye.
And that is Ed Winchell, and that is the end of the show tonight. We enjoy hearing from folks. Again, this was You Don't Know Jack About Sports, which is on every Thursday. I have my Tuesday shows every other Tuesday, which was Captain and Wenches. Hopefully, we'll have all of our Wenches for the next show. Raider 21. Am I doing Raiders at Colts? Maybe if I, and I'm looking over here at Instagram. Raider 21. Head on over to YouTube next time, and hope to hear over there. Maybe I will do that, but if I go with Hollywood, I might do that because that's a January game in Indianapolis. So maybe I'll do that. Again, thank you for being here. I'm not doing the raffle. Not even doing it. But if somebody wants to wow me with a ticket offer, with a monetary offer, great. But I will be out at the first game. I'm not sure who the +1 will be, but I obviously somebody's going to be with me, and can't wait to go to that first game. Whether I sell the tickets or not. Yeah, January 2nd. Yep. Good night to everybody. Thanks for being here. We will see you Sunday night. Remember, no day is promised. No day is promised, and that's why when I appreciate every day that I'm here, I don't need to stress. I do not need to stress, but had a bit of stress tonight, and that's why this was therapeutic. And I even had Mr. SUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUUU he came over and he liked the fact that I was positive with the people here. I try to be. I'm ornery, but I try to be. I try to be positive with my give and take. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining the show. And what was it? Somebody. Oh yeah, Dwayne T. Thank you for your $5. Dwayne T. is my latest. Let's see. I have. Did I put? Yeah, CJ. So we have 18 people. 18 people that is in my drawing for the Captain Jack treasure chest prizes. I don't see Dwayne on here. Is Dwayne? Nope. He's got a second. So Dwayne T with his second entry. He had one in the second of May. See, I keep track. And $5 tonight. That will be 10 June. I'm writing it so I don't forget. So we'll do that. So Dwayne T is got his entry in tonight as well. And great having him here. Thank you for everybody being here. Remember, no raffle. Screw it. Thank you for being here. We will see you Sunday, and it's great. Thank you for making this night a lot better. We'll see you guys on the next show.
see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face.
Oh, from Brooklyn.
Hey, get us any.
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.